Alright, man. Well, we got a guitar today. It's been a while since I've actually found one for a reasonable price or bought one. I think the last time I went into the Guitar Center, I found a deal on some clearance Kramer Pacers, and they were pretty poorly made. They weren't really made even as good as the cheapest Squires I've run across. And they had humming issues. So anyway, today we have a different type of guitar, but just make a video on it. I don't know why the flash is on. Definitely don't need that on. Okay. So it was weird because I saw this today and I'm like, oh, it looks like my guitar because I have this exact gig bag. The exact same one. So it's a cort. It was $50. Got a little bit of a discount on it. Somebody did some really weird crap to this guitar pick. Found that in the gig bag. I guess it's got the trem arm. And then there's this little button here, which I guess maybe they were putting it in the trem. Other than that, it's just an Ibanez gig bag. Let's take a look here. So the first thing I notice about this is it's a 2-point bridge, floating fulcrum, which in my opinion is a lot better than the Squire setup where you get little screws. Unless of course one of these wants to pull loose. So it's kind of something they put on a little higher end Squires. Now Cort, if I'm not mistaken, makes a lot of guitars for a lot of companies, and they generally don't make their own guitars. So you need to get that stupid sticker off of that, which is probably going to leave a mark on the pick guard. So you can either leave it on there and forget about it, or whatever. I'm not opposed to DC skateboard shoes, but I really don't want a sticker. It has a really shitty looking black plastic nut. It's aged a little bit. It's probably a 2003. It's got a skunk stripe. Some funny little marks on the back here. I don't know. And it says Cort. It's got some scratches and dings, but other than that, like nothing too real bad. It doesn't quite look like it's a full size thickness body, but more like a Squire, probably bullet size body. Somebody put some stickers on it. Anyway, let's see how it plays. I'm gonna fire up. I think I'd probably rather use this one. We'll try this one just because it's already hooked up, but I need a clean sound because this is a single coil Strat. So, alright. I don't know if that's gonna get me in the frame with the guitar or not. I really don't. We'll have to see. And it's got fret sprout. So the first thing I do, I can't play a guitar with fret sprout. It will drive me nuts. I get in my toolbox and I find my sponge, my sanding sponge. Okay. Literally just go like this. Make sure I don't get the paint. Try to stay off the fretboard. I'm not going to tape the damn thing off. I'm not going to sit here all day. It's a cheap ass guitar. It needs a lot more. It might even need to be individually filed. That's the problem. These are very thin frets too. Small. They're not sharp anymore, but I can totally feel them. I go like that, and it just, I don't like that. It really, really irks me. I mean, you can just tell when you're sanding them that they're sticking out too far. It's obvious. These might be stainless steel or something. You don't seem to want to sand. I don't really care about the last two. It's a little bit better, but it's still. The main thing is you can't put too much pressure on this. You need to just kind of glide over it. That way you're holding up above the frets where they protrude. You really just, I need to take a damn file to this freaking thing. Drives me nuts. And this is something you should not do unless you've done this before, because it's not that easy. I might be making it look easy. And you usually want to use a file that's about as wide as your frets, so you don't chew into the fretboard. I should have did this first. However, I thought that the sponge would take it down, but it did not. Might be that they used a little higher quality fretware. So I'm going to put this video on both of my YouTube channels, the guitar one and the ham radio one. So it's now I changed the name of the channel to Guitar Hack, and the ham radio channel is Ham Radio Hack. That's my biggest channel. Monetized, so at least if I put a video on there I can earn a little bit of revenue for sharing things. The guitar channel's got like under 500 subscribers, and it's never really, I don't upload to it a lot because I don't really do a lot of stuff with guitar stuff. I just play every day and try and practice. I'm not out like looking for guitars anymore like I used to. I'm not out modding them like I used to. And I don't get free stuff to review, so there's really, I can't afford to really put out new videos. There is a lot of really cheap guitars that would be fun to review and make videos of and just see how good they are. I'm going to come in here and get this inside one. I'm just going to be really careful. It is so much better. I can deal with that, but it's a little bit bad right here. This spot's really hard to get. Like I said, you should really be using a small file. One thing that's nice about finding these older guitars is they almost always have rosewood fretboards, and I like rosewood. I also like maple, but I don't like any of the other variations of fake rosewood. Another thing that's nice about rosewood, let's get these stickers off of here, is as long as this doesn't have like some special coating on it, you really, if you do accidentally file into it a little bit with the file, it's pretty easy to hide. The file marks aren't going to be as obvious. These ones here are particularly bad. They don't even have these markers in the right spot. That's the 12th fret right there. They got the marker right before it, which I don't know what the hell they were thinking. It's supposed to be in between. Try and get these. I don't like coming from the other direction. These are sticking out pretty far. Not by any means really bad, but just, you know, a bit. They seem much, much, much worse. So now that we've done that, then we can come in and just put the polish on the top of them. Pull the string back is what I do. Just pull it back. If I bump into the string a little bit, who cares? We just don't want to bump into the body of the guitar. I use the coarse side, and then I go over and I use the fine side. Ooh, that's so much nicer. You can tell, man, still needs a little bit right here. It's being really stubborn. These are actually really stubborn frets. They really don't want to sand. So I'm wondering what the material is, because it's not like when I work on a Squire or something like that. They're really soft in comparison. I'll do it more later, but let's go and see what we have here as far as playability, action. Where's my tuner? Just had the damn thing. Okay, I need to find my tuner, and I had it out there. We've got another one over here, but that's not the point. It means I lost something. And I brought it over here specifically, along with my guitar pick, which I can't find either. So let's just see. It's actually almost in tune. Tuners feel pretty smooth. This is going to take a minute because I think the bridge is floating. So you get a guitar like this with a floating bridge, and they all affect each other. What helps is if you just tune them all a little bit high first, then when you get to the last one, they will have all dropped. Okay. This thing has a really bad ratio on it. Completely shot from E to G. E, F, G. Or whatever. I don't like floating decks. I don't like floating bridges. I usually deck them. I don't like floated roses either, unless it's a real one. What a pain. Yeah, you can see it's lifted up. Let's see, anyway, I don't know if the camera caught that. So it's almost in tune, but and then as soon as you use the whammy bar, most of these will go out of tune. It's fairly close. Yeah, those frets are driving me nuts. Okay, let's plug it in. I'm not going to sit down and play this. If I was like at a guitar place and I picked it up, I would put it right back on the wall because they're that bad. They're rubbing my hand right here where I don't like. The neck isn't too bad. It's got an okay shape to it. It's, you know, kind of like, I think, a D-shaped neck. It could be a little thinner. So let's see. Tone. There's like a really clean, maybe low gain. I'm just curious what it'll do on. So you hear all that hum? Volume pot is shoved all the way down too. Seems like it, I mean, it plays okay. What does this one do? Clean and bright. Let's try this other amp. Notice the hum went away. That's that. And then when it's in this position, these are buck boost. Or not buck boost, they're just bucking. They're opposite. That's just the note. That should be quiet, so that should be these two. on this, I think. It's out of tune again. It really kind of doesn't want to stay in tune. Out of tune again. So the first thing I would do with a guitar like this is I would sell it. Because I don't want to change. I would change it to a humbucker. I don't play clean, and I don't play very well. So the dirtier I play, the less you'll hear my mistakes. It's a nice guitar for the price that I paid for it. You get the Chinese Service of Excellence fucking logo on the back here. I don't know what it actually stands for. CE. Chinese Excellence. A lot of times if you remove those, you'll end up with a light spot on the guitar because it's been aged. And so this one is probably a 2003, so it's like 22 years old. And so it has roller string trees. I don't know if somebody put those on it. They might have. I'm afraid to peel the DC logo off of here. The pickguard's not too warped, but the bridge probably needs the springs adjusted, maybe. The action on it's actually really good. Just need a little more cleanup on the frets and so yeah, it's cool for what it was. I didn't need any more guitars. I probably shouldn't have bought it. I probably should have just let somebody else have gotten it. But anyway, the neck is pretty good. The body has got some paint scuffs on it. I don't really see any dings or cracks. I've not measured it to see if it's full-size body. I don't really care. I've got enough Squier SE type of guitars. Not even SEs, but Strat Pack guitars. So, We've got at least 3 full-size ones. The only thing, I've got Mexican Telecasters. I don't have Mexican Stratocasters. So it'd be kind of nice to get one day, but I don't really play single coils, so this is kind of maybe, I don't know what you would do with it, but maybe I'll just turn around and sell it or something. I don't know. If I could double my money on it, then it might be worth it to me. Thanks for watching, guys.